Greetings, my good people. Of course, my name is It's Victor Rono speaking, and the anthem that we live by here is show up for yourself. Despite everything, if you are going low, you are up, they are saying things about you, it's not working out, you just show up for yourself. So this is one of those episodes that I'm going to shoot, that I'm going to talk about the journey myself, because if you can see there's progress in the show up for yourself anthem, there's progress in the It's Victor Rono speaking brand, and there's progress for Victor Cheruiyot Rono, the individual, because the brand itself and me, I kind of want to separate them from one another, but it's just all of it is just one young village man who always wanted the best to come out of it. So the journey started in December 17th, 2022. That year was rough, I had my lows, I had my lows. I can say I had my ups. Probably it started in a high, but ended up in another phase. So I was losing myself, and I had a meeting with the Almighty God. So, and we discussed a few things, and we had an agreement, we had a covenant, and I promised that if I was going to get myself back in this game, if I was going to get my head the way it should be, if I was going to get my game the way I planned all this time, there's only one thing I was going to do: chase the purpose and live by His word. And it's been so much of a journey. It's been one of those self-discovery phases in my life that it's a testimony, And on that day, December 17th, there are tables I had to leave, not out of hate, not out of selfishness or out of any anger, but I left because I had to choose myself. Something you should probably try every once in a while. Choose yourself. I think that's why the show up for yourself statement came subconsciously, because this is where I always wanted to be there for myself. So after that, I went on a journey. My corporate life thing picked from then. This is a whole new page I was opening now, and this is a prayer that was answered. I got myself back to the corporate life that I think I belong, because I always try to run away from it, but I always find myself here, and I don't fit outside there. And this is the corporate life, or rather the corporate 95. My 95 is the only place I won my first award. Imagine I have never won an award from school. All this time back at university, I have never won an award. And on my first year in the corporate life, I got my award. I think that this was more of an affirmation that this is where I belong, and that's why I decided to choose this purpose for me. And yes, that's when, and I even shot my first video. If you check my YouTube, there's a video that I say, "Who am I?" These videos I was making because on Sundays, there's Premier Leagues and all these things, and I didn't want to go to watch these games, because eventually I was going to go back to the party life and the lifestyle. I would have crawled back, but to avoid all this life, I would take picnic walks. I don't even, it's a nature walk somewhere there in the Kabete area, and I would walk, and I went and made that video, "Who am I?" So I was trying to find myself while shooting the video. The video did well. It's not a bad, for a start, to get about 190 views, and you've talked for close to 15 to 20 minutes. I mean, having 200, even having 5 people on these things, it's an achievement. So I still think the Malisafi Chito is one of the hits that it came by grace, So I started doing my first videos, and I kept going. So I made a promise that I was going to have 2 videos, the Tuesday one and the Thursday one, because I think people are a bit relaxed then. Went on. I kept going, I think about something, I script it. I don't really script. I'm a sticky notes guy. I write 101 the sticky notes, the ones you can. So I try to go and execute on that Sunday, come and edit, cartoon my logos. Before I knew, there was an award that was coming, a nomination. The award has to do with nomination. I went through nomination. Richie supported me, my friend supported me through it, and before I knew, I had a second award in my life that was printed on my name. I have one award that is written Victor Rono, and I have an award that is written It's Victor Rono speaking. I think this is the miracle that, for me, from a guy who was bring it down most of 2022. You guys were happy with the elections and everything, but I was in a different phase of life, And this is when I discovered myself, and this is what I went ahead. I kept going, and I decided that I was going to choose a discipline to be posting corporate stories every Monday to Friday on my stories, Facebook, Instagram, everywhere. Probably people have learned through that process. Anything I feel like I should just type, and it's not. I don't have a book for it. I just come in the morning. Anything that comes to my mind, that is where I post and And I'm a very opinionated guy. I have to say something about something always. So I started a morning speaks where I get to speak about the daily trends. I give my opinions on the daily trends. I mean, there's one thing that someone said. There's something called social media is a shop. So you either choose to be a shopkeeper or the buyer. I would be posting these things to be probably shopkeeping and being a buyer, buying to the social media and selling, but being a shopkeeper means you are the owner, you are the guy who sells your things on the shop. So I'm a shopkeeper. I like to call myself. That is what I do, because I'm using social media to create my face, And it's been a journey, And around that time, in realizing God, there's a discipline that I chose also to be attending church every week. Beyond Sunday, I went to an extra mile. I realized about the worship. I'm sure you've seen a worship session at Sarake. That is also where I got into. And I always prayed for this. It's been an experience where, I've now realized God in ways that I didn't know He existed like that, because we stress about things, but once you go to God and it works out, you realize it can only be Him. Around also 2023, one of the best highlights, I was saying, one of the best highlights of my 2023, not even the awards, not even the jobs and all these things out here. Baptism, I got baptized eventually in December 23rd, 2023. This is something that I've been having lessons, you guys, from April, and I got baptized in December. So it was a dream come true for me, because as much as I want to know God at spiritual level, I also want to know Him in His laws, by His constitution. And that is what happened. So I want to encourage someone. This is for me to show up for yourself, may not speak to you. You might not even, my story cannot even be compared to yours. Yours can be so down there that you cannot find yourself, that you think there's no hope. But the fact that you're still above the ground, you haven't searched for a hole to put you. The fact that you're still above the ground tells you that we still need you out here. So whatever you have to do, stay alive. Stay alive. There's always a better tomorrow. I was telling my person about, and I always tell people about these things. You are one call away from your destiny. Just take someone from another place to just pick that phone. Na shike na kwambia, hi, you are nani? I see you are applying for this position. I see you had this passport application. I see you had this job that you are applying. I see there's this deal that you always wanted to have, or you had applied, you had requested to see, or there's this person you had requested to see. Okay, when are you available? Come in on this day and day. And the moment you just put that phone, your life is on another level. You have changed, into another place where you are achieving your dreams, you're getting close. So usisikie watu, focus on you and what God says about you. Pray, have a culture of praying. There's no other way I can tell you these things yet. Hard work, me, I don't believe in hard work. I just align myself with God, I align myself with the law of God, and I just show up to wherever they need me to show me. And I'm telling you, kids just keep opening. And that is what I want to do. And my 2024, what do I want out of 2024? 2024, I want God to do something for me. I want God to move in my life. I want God to act in my life so that I can give Him a new name. My name is Victor Rono. This is It's Victor Rono Speaking Show. Show up for yourself is the anthem. Peace out.